Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to your daily operations weather brief for Friday, August 23rd. Looking at a very difficult forecast today as we have a cold front draped across the far northern portions of the Delmarva this morning. Our models have really struggled with what it's going to do for the rest of the day. It is going to eventually make its way south, but how quickly is the biggest question, and how much sunshine we're going to get throughout the day before that front impacts us is going to be a big question mark on what our weather is going to be exactly like for this afternoon. We are going to be remaining dry throughout the morning hours here and likely even into the first hour or two of the afternoon, but after that, looks like the consensus is that we will start to see some showers and thunderstorms develop, and depending on how much daytime heating we get before that front drops down to impact our area, we could be seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms as we get towards the mid to late afternoon hours and early evening as well. So taking a look at our surface analysis, here you see that cold front draped across much of the eastern half of the nation. It is really kind of slowed down quite a bit as it has started to approach the Delmarva, and that's what our models are struggling with a bit, is when that's going to start making its way back down south. It has been trending that it seems to be moving a little bit slower, and that would allow for an extra hour or two of giving us some more warmth, which would help to enhance the instability. So if that holds true and we continue to see some westerly winds throughout the day, could be seeing some stronger thunderstorms as we go into the mid to late afternoon time frame. As of 8:15 a.m., just seeing a few clouds at 2,000 feet, a few at 5,000, scattered at 20, broken at 25,000. Winds were pretty light, only running around 4 knots from azimuth 210, temperature of 78 degrees out there. Taking a look at our forecast for today, going to be seeing that temperature in the mid or upper 80s. Like I mentioned, it's if we continue to see that front be a little bit slower this morning, we could be seeing those temperatures rise a couple degrees warmer than that. We're also seeing some low cloudiness start to develop across the central portion of the Delmarva moving southward, but currently it looks like that's going to stay just to the west of the area, but if that fills in, that could have an impact on our temperatures as well. So we're going to be looking at those westerly winds increasing as we get towards late morning hours to around 7 to 12 knots. Then once we get into those showers and thunderstorms, winds are going to be a bit variable, running around 8 to 13 knots, then 10 to 15 knots and gusty in our stronger storms, possibly seeing a severe thunderstorm with some strong gusty winds toward the late afternoon hours as well. It does currently look like the best time for seeing some storms will be between about 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Like we mentioned at the beginning of the briefing, a lot of variability still in the models, so it's a pretty tough forecast for the exact timing, but that does look like what is the best consensus at this time. As we go into the evening, we will start to see those thunderstorms weaken starting around 8 p.m. Still just a slight chance of seeing some around between 8 p.m. and midnight. Then perhaps a lingering shower just after midnight. Then we'll start to see things clear out a bit as we see that front moving well south of the area. We'll start to see, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies, possibly some lower cloudiness as well. And then winds will be northerly as we go into the pre-dawn hours of Saturday at around 6 to 11 knots, and increasing from the north-northeast at 8 to 13 knots by mid-morning Saturday. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, we're going to continue to just see a few to perhaps scattered deck of clouds near 2,000 feet, and then some scattered to broken mid-level decks as we go throughout the rest of the morning hours. Then this afternoon, we'll start to see some of that cumulus cloud development near 5,000 feet, and then seeing those ceilings drop between 1,500 to 3,000 feet in the early afternoon hours if we get into any showers or thunderstorms ahead of the main front. Then this afternoon, those ceilings could drop down to around 1,000 feet or even lower in any of our heavier thunderstorms. As we go into past midnight, once those showers and storms leave the area, going to just be seeing a few clouds between 1,000 and 1,500 feet, scattered at 5,000, and then broken decks at between 8 and 15,000 feet, as well as some cirrus cloudiness. Let's take a quick look at our satellite here this morning. We did have some mid to upper level cloudiness earlier this morning, in this big chunk of clouds here. That's continuing to move offshore, and we're going to see a little bit of some sunshine for at least the next hour or two. Like we had mentioned, we do have this area over here of some low cloudiness near 2,000 feet that's starting to fill in. Currently, it looks like it's trying to stay away from the coast from where we are, but it is possible that in about an hour or so we could see that build a little bit more towards the east, and that could help to keep our temperatures in check down into the mid to lower 80s, depending on how far east that builds. We do have this front up here, pretty easy to be seen on the satellite with this area of cloudiness, and that's going to be, like I said, slowly moving southward, and that will be responsible for giving us some showers and storms later this afternoon. Also seeing this weak little meso-low over to the east, and that's going to continue, or move over to the west. That's going to continue to move east. Could potentially provide some additional focus for strong storms for southern portions of the Delmarva as we go towards the late afternoon time frame. So looking at our short-term model here, running through the day, going to be remaining dry throughout the morning hours and likely in the early afternoon as well. Then as we get towards around 2 p.m., we'll start to see some isolated showers and storms develop ahead of the front, with that main front then impacting us starting around 4. And you see we'll be seeing some widespread showers and storms here at Wallops, and especially areas south as we go into the late afternoon hours. This is running around 10 p.m. Thunderstorms look to be moved out of the area by then just seeing some isolated shower activity through about midnight. So looking into the weekend, tomorrow behind that front, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Very slight chance of a sprinkle as we get some moist onshore flow developing. High looks to be around 80 degrees. Saturday night, mostly cloudy and mild with a low of 68. Then Sunday, still going to be seeing some similar conditions to Saturday, but we will be seeing some more additional cloudiness. It's going to be overcast at times. Can't rule out a slight chance of a sprinkle or a drizzle as we continue that moist onshore flow with some patchy low clouds possible as well. High is only going to be able to get up to 77 with that persistent cloudiness. That'll do it for your daily operations weather brief. We'll be back for your full weather briefing and extended outlook at 10 a.m. Have a great day.